Okay guys, so welcome to a quick update here on XRP. XRP is something here with a lot of potential in my opinion. And we've got to ask the question right now, what is coming, what is going on, and where are we looking to next for XRP? Now today, so far is a red day, down by 2.5% at the time of filming. Most notably though, it does appear at the time that we are holding onto these levels that we have seen previously. These levels around $3 do appear to be holding up quite nicely. The question though becomes, where do we go from here? Is there any more upside potential, and what are we looking at? A lot of people have some really big expectations for XRP, and I honestly do in the mid to long term see why. The question is though, for the short term, well, what are we going to be looking at? What can we expect perhaps in the next 5 days, in the next 2 or 3 days even? And that is of course the intention to clear up over the course of these short videos. If you do enjoy them guys, I must say, before we do jump in fully, please leave a like, please do subscribe. At the same time, remember as always, this is not financial advice and I am not a financial advisor. But yeah, if you do like these sorts of videos, leaving a like, it lets me know it. And of course, subscribing does also help. So yeah, let's jump straight in. I think here that the potential is huge, and again, a lot of people calling for big pushes, big momentum here. Now in the context, we are really looking at this drop, and again, we are coming back from it. It doesn't really seem that big, again, given the broader context. Let's find a more clear chart, right, where we can see things on the more long-term time frame. As you can see here, yeah, we are coming back from this a little bit. However, I think the story, though, is more of a long-term one. Given the recent rises that we have seen in price, this is not that bad. We are still remaining way above support levels around about 290 that we have seen before, and this is going to be the most crucial level, or these are going to be the most crucial levels to watch out for. Levels way below where we are right now. Now, ideally, we're going to be holding on to support around $3. This would be absolutely fantastic. And I think if we are able to do that, that does still show a lot of strength here, which again, long-term there is. But you've got to ask now, if we do and are able to maintain levels of support well in excess of 290, 295 even, what are we looking at? Are we looking at the beginning of a trend change? Are we looking at the beginning of further upside? We know that we've been moving up for a while now, right? But you're looking here from the 13th into today, and you can see we are seeing that little bit of downwards momentum. If you look here since, let's call it, you could call it even the 12th. The price is generally remaining quite flat. That's not a bad thing, but we're looking to see more upside. The question is, when does this come back in? Well, there's a few levels to watch out for. Like I say, those are really the downside levels that I personally am paying attention to. Ideally seeing this one hold above 294. Even if we were to drop down to there, that's not too concerning. If we can remain at 3, that's fantastic. And towards the upside, I think the next levels that we're looking to are 305, 306, 37. As you can see, this has been previous levels of resistance back here too. Towards the upside past that, you're looking to get to 310. Quite a way off where we are right now, but certainly not impossible. Before we go on to retest highs at 312 and ultimately onto 320 if we are able to break it to that range. Now, what's also interesting to note is that after this recent sell-off that we are seeing, we are now seeing XRP coming into the oversold range here on the RSI, as you can very clearly see down here. So this in itself could be something to pay attention to. Like I say, you're very much going to be touching onto a critical level of support here, so whether that does hold or not is going to be something to pay a lot of attention to. Even if it doesn't though, like I say, you have got that lower level slightly below at 294, which in itself would not be too concerning in my opinion. So a lot to play for here. It's all going to come out in the next day or so. As you guys will probably know, as I've mentioned it before, I do think mid to long term there is a lot of strength here. And you've got to ask what's going to happen in the short term. Well, with indicators now coming very much into the oversold range, or touching on it at least, there's a lot to play for in the next few days. As I say, I'll be keeping you updated on all of my personal opinions going forwards, but those are some of the key levels that I personally am looking to in the next couple of days, and even the next few hours. You can let me know what you think is going to happen or what levels you are paying attention to. I'd love to hear it in the comments, guys. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope I'll see you in a future update video again too. Goodbye.